What's up? It's your boy Derek in the city, and I'm sitting next to Grammy Award winner Estelle.
How are you?
How you feel?
Pretty fantastic.
What you been doing since you came to Chicago?
I've been on a super promo run, just catching up with people, seeing the city, and being on radio and things.
Yeah, I've been seeing Instagram pictures. I see you been everywhere.
I have. Every time I come, I never get like more than 2 hours to really hang out. So this is my first couple days.
You had a chance to shop? Eat?
Yes, both. And I'm going to continue till I leave.
Well, I see you. You're going to be on the Essence Fest or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to be with Prince and Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, we are. I mean, I've done Essence almost 4 times now, so I'm excited to do it. And for Prince's big,
That's another level.
It's Prince's. Prince is Prince. He's
right.
He's a good friend as well as like an awesome performer to me. So it's kind of like it's an honor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
Oh, okay. Well, when you first hit the scene, I first seen you with the American Boy with Kanye West.
Yeah.
You got a Grammy for that, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How was that?
It was fun. It was that record. It makes me laugh because it was almost 7 years ago now, and it still feels like yesterday. But no, it was awesome to be there and awesome to be in the whole moment and to have a record that classic is something that any artist I think dreams of. So it was great, and it's good to still have still be able to do music and stuff like that nowadays.
Well, speaking of Kanye, did you get invited to the wedding?
No, no, come on, I think I'm so happy for him though. As much as anyone says, I think love wins out overall. So
right.
I'm really happy for him and their moment and good habits, what it should be. Yeah.
Well, I see you've been working on a lot of different stuff in the last few years with the Love and Happiness trilogy. Yeah. And you got the new single, Make 'Em Say, Beat It Up. How did that come about?
Well, look, the last time anyone heard from me was a record called Thank You. That was super sad.
Right.
Super depressing.
Right.
Like breakup albums where every guy was like, oh, I hate you because my girl's looking at me crazy right now.
Right.
But, it's such a heavy record. That I wanted to not just completely transition over to happy, joy, smiling, because no one does that.
Right.
One goes through their breakup period, and I actually had a breakup around the time, and you don't just go from that to happily married. You go through yourself and your moments and your past. So we released a trilogy to kind of keep people, what's the word? Keep their appetites wet, and in tune to what's going on. Because it takes me 3 years to write a record. I go away. And everyone's wondering where the hell I went. And I'm like, oh, it's just 3 years. I've been touring. They're like, we haven't seen me.
Well, that All of Me was a great album.
Thank
It had a lot of different features, Rick Ross, Janelle Monáe. What can we expect on the True Romance?
On True Romance, I wanted to write this record that was about me and what I was doing right now. And to kind of walk away from doing the feature album. I think a lot of the time you go and work with artists just to get the moment, get the buzz, and I think we need to create music that is good and stands alone on its own as yourself as an artist. I feel like I'm still proving myself in that capacity. So I wanted to do an album that feels like just me. If I have anyone featured on it, it's going to be to make the record better, not just to feature them on it. So that's what I've been doing right now. The album's out in September, so I'm not going to give away surprises. Yeah.
Who's on the producers you got on?
Oh, we worked with Justice League. They were pretty awesome. I worked with so many producers, just writing with them from like Bangladesh to Justice League to Keith Harris, who produced on American Boy. Who else? D. Smith, who produced Make Us Say. Who else? I'm trying to think. Best Kept Secret, a brand new duo from Baltimore via LA. I worked with a lot of people who understood music. I'm not a self-contained unit. I don't play any instruments. I know what I want to hear though. Right. So it was easy for me to be like, okay, I'm walking to be like, I want to hear, boop, 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 or I want to hear this moment, and for them to make it, and that's what we did. Right.
So you kind of like the British version of Lauryn Hill.
That's what they say.
So when is the project coming out?
This comes out in September. We have another record right before it comes out. We're getting ready to go with it in a second, but Make It Say is the first single. It's the whole album for me is 4 themes of what actually happens in the interim of being single and breaking up and being happy, true romanced out, in your moment with your other person. And it's passionate sometimes. You need to be full of courage sometimes. Sometimes you're on your bullshit, and it's trying to break down all those different scenarios in a realistic way that people might get. you know, versus just one record that's just great. And okay, well, man, I wanted to do a whole body of work that, you know, that hits you in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how can your fans keep in contact with you?
I'm all over Twitter and Instagram. If you are following me on Instagram, it's me at Estelle Darling. Same thing for Twitter. And my website, estelledarlings.com. But on Facebook, /Estelle. And it's all me. I do tweet, Instagram, Facebook, and my people, but mostly me.
Well, good luck on the new project.
Thank you. I
Thanks for
appreciate
that.
it.